Well, listen, going back inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, one of the things that I remember talking to Arthur Blankus a few weeks ago at the NFL owners meeting, I didn't see you there, Steve. You weren't there in Arizona. If you were, I didn't see you. You were very evasive. I didn't see you there.
I missed that one. I had a conflict.
Okay,
Jabari.
great. I was ready to say, because if I knew you were there, I would have said hello. But we had a chance to talk, and I was asking him about the diversity supplier line within that stadium. He said it's an issue that the NFL still has to work on. It's an issue that I definitely continue to look into to make sure the leagues say that they're doing the things that they say, including the teams. What does your diversity supplier line look like in Mercedes-Benz Stadium as far as black businesses?
Look, when we built the stadium, Jabari, we set ourselves a threshold of, I want to say, I'm going back a few years, but we wanted to be over 20% of diverse businesses that were part of the fabrication and construction of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We were over 31%, so we exceeded our target by almost 10 points. So really proud about that. And not only that, we worked with the community, worked with the historic West Side, which has been an area of Atlanta that had been largely left behind. And through workers programs and training programs, we stepped up an entire workforce that helped to build the stadium that paid living wages to diverse communities who happen to be our neighbor. So, the nice part about working again with Arthur is, you don't have to push him at all. He's going to jump to the front of the line. I mean, he serves on the DEI committee for the NFL. As this country was roiled post George Floyd murder, as we were all roiling here in Atlanta, things were being lit on fire. Like that was a tough moment. Like Arthur put the entire power of his businesses, his foundation, and kind of volunteered to help with the social justice issues that the NFL was confronted with. So I don't have that number off the top of my head. I gave you those examples just to indicate like Arthur doesn't meet minimum standards on those fronts. He exceeds those standards all the time.
Yeah. If I was a black business in Atlanta, though, how could I get in touch with the Falcons to maybe introduce products so that way you be considered for a possible supplier contract?
Look, we've got heck, you can reach out to me. Okay. You can reach out to any one of our senior leaders. We are a very, very approachable group. The NFL projects very, very big, because it's on the media all the time. But we're a small, tight-knit group that is wired into our community. So reach out to Steve Cannon, reach out to Rich McKay, Greg Beatles, Tim Solowski. Those are our senior most leaders. Garth Lagerway on the soccer side. And that the buck stops there.
Absolutely.
And, if somebody's interested in getting access to our platforms for a business reason, those are the best. Start there.
Absolutely. Well, that's good to hear, because listen, I was listening to an interview where you said you were bullish on Atlanta and the future of Atlanta, and being down there for a few days again at the Black Sports Business Symposium, I'm bullish on Atlanta too. I love that city, and I think it's so many great things that happen there. Even though we're in this economic uncertainty with, inflation still a problem, and I don't know what we are, recession or not, you still bullish on Atlanta?
Oh, look, we're a leading business community. We're number 3 in the country in Fortune 1000 companies that have their global headquarters. That you can just look all around at the cranes and the investments. Just think while we were finishing Mercedes-Benz Stadium, State Farm started their $500 million renovation, and the Braves were completing their new stadium. So just if you think about quality of life, and sports as a proxy for quality of life and an entertainment opportunity, almost $4 billion of investment into Atlanta, it all happened in the course of a 15-month period. So it's an investment town. It's a net in-migration city. We've got the World Cup coming in 2026. We've got a host of big events coming to the stadium, from college football championship. We've got the Final Four coming up. So the next
and Beyonce. Don't forget about Beyonce. Don't forget about
Taylor's coming first.
Absolutely.
And Beyonce. So we really have a full docket, and it's just great to see that the stadium is as busy as it's ever been.
Yeah,
we're doing things from Beyonce concerts to Black Sports Business Symposiums to giving back to the community. I told you in our last conversation, we were the largest mass vaccination site in the Southeast when we all needed to get COVID vaccinations. We volunteered and worked with FEMA to turn our stadium into a mass vaccination site. So this is a perfect example of public-private partnership. That yes, there's some public money that's in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, small portion, but the obligation to use that facility to give back to the community has informed our actions since we cut the ribbon.